If you've ever cracked open an egg and thought, wait, should I actually be eating this every single day? You are in good company. This debate never ends. Your doctor says limit them. Your fitness coach says eat 6. Your grandmother says 1 a day, no more. And somewhere online there's a guy eating a dozen eggs daily and claiming he's never felt healthier. So who is actually right here? How did one of the most natural, simple foods in human history become this controversial? Here's what nobody is telling you. Everything the mainstream pushed about eggs for the last 50 years was built on shaky, outdated, and frankly embarrassing science. Today, we are tearing all of that down. Every myth, every scare headline, every piece of nutrition advice that kept you second-guessing yourself at breakfast. Because you deserve a straight, science-backed answer to the question millions of people are quietly Googling every single day. Exactly how many eggs can you safely eat per day? And before we go any further, if you're someone who wants real information, not watered-down health advice designed to keep you confused and dependent, hit subscribe right now. Because on this channel, we go where the actual science leads. And I'll make you this promise. By the time this video ends, what you learn about eggs is going to completely reframe how you think about food, cholesterol, and your health forever. 1. Why the egg confusion never goes away. Let me give you something most health professionals understand privately, but rarely say out loud. The reason egg advice has been so inconsistent, so contradictory, and so frustrating for decades comes down to one simple problem: bad research design. Studies from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s lumped eggs together with everything else on the breakfast plate. Hash browns fried in vegetable oil, white toast slathered in margarine, sugary orange juice, processed breakfast meats packed with preservatives. The entire meal got blamed on the egg. That is not science. That is a setup. Modern research is built completely differently. Researchers now isolate variables, control for lifestyle factors, and track outcomes over years. And what they keep finding is the same conclusion. For the overwhelming majority of people, eating eggs daily is not dangerous. It is deeply nourishing. 2. The label trap nobody warns you about. Step into any grocery store and the egg section looks like a health food festival. Cage-free, free-range, vegetarian-fed, natural, omega-3 enriched, organic. It feels like every option is better than the last. Here is the reality. Most of these labels are legal marketing language, not genuine nutritional guarantees. Cage-free simply means no cages. Hens can still live crowded inside a dark industrial barn with zero outdoor access. Free-range legally only requires that outdoor access exists somewhere. That space can be a tiny concrete slab attached to a massive overcrowded facility. Vegetarian-fed sounds clean and responsible, but chickens are biologically omnivores. They are meant to eat insects, worms, larvae, and bugs. Feeding them only soy and corn goes against their natural biology. And natural? There is no regulated scientific definition for that word on an egg carton. It means absolutely nothing. What you actually want is pasture-raised and organic combined. These hens live on real grass, forage their natural diet, and move freely outdoors. The result is an egg with measurably higher vitamin A, vitamin E, omega-3s, zinc, selenium, choline, lutein, zeaxanthin, and natural vitamin K2. A pasture-raised organic egg is nutritionally in a completely different league. 3. The full nutritional picture inside one single egg. One egg delivers complete high-quality protein containing all 9 essential amino acids, healthy fats that support hormone production and brain function. Choline, one of the most critical and overlooked nutrients for memory, liver health, focus, and nervous system signaling. Lutein and zeaxanthin protecting your eyes from age-related degeneration. Fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. B vitamins including B12 and riboflavin for energy metabolism. Minerals like selenium, zinc, phosphorus, and iodine supporting immunity, thyroid function, and hormone balance. And here is what makes eggs truly exceptional. These nutrients are bioavailable at a level most foods cannot match. Your body absorbs and uses them with remarkable efficiency. Choline alone is reason enough to eat eggs every single day. Most people are chronically choline deficient without realizing it. That quiet deficiency affects memory, mood, liver function, and cognitive sharpness every day. 2 eggs largely correct that problem. The only nutrient eggs lack is vitamin C, which is exactly why pairing them with fresh vegetables creates one of the most complete and balanced meals possible. 4. The cholesterol story they got completely wrong. For half a century, eggs were treated as a cardiovascular threat because of their dietary cholesterol. That conclusion was not just oversimplified, it was wrong. Your liver produces roughly 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of cholesterol every day on its own. When you eat dietary cholesterol, your liver produces less. When you eat less, it compensates by making more. This internal self-regulation keeps most people's blood cholesterol stable, regardless of egg intake. The real drivers of dangerous LDL are sugar, refined carbohydrates, chronic inflammation, and oxidized seed oils, not eggs. Cholesterol is not a poison. It is a foundational repair molecule. Your body uses it to build every cell membrane, synthesize vitamin D from sunlight, produce hormones, generate bile acids for digestion, and repair damaged tissue throughout your entire system. Blaming cholesterol for heart disease is like arresting the ambulance crew for causing the accident they showed up to fix. 5. How many eggs per day is actually right for you? Now we get to the answer you came here for. After understanding the history, the misleading labels, the nutrition profile, and the cholesterol truth, the real question becomes personal. Because your ideal daily number depends on who you are, how active you are, and what your metabolic state looks like. Let us go through it group by group. Healthy adults with no underlying conditions. 2 to 3 eggs per day is your confident, well-researched baseline. Safe, deeply nourishing, and backed by consistent modern evidence. Push to 4, and you are simply amplifying your intake of fat-soluble vitamins and antioxidants. That is not a warning, that is an upgrade. Athletes and highly active people, your muscles are constantly breaking down and rebuilding. Protein demand is elevated around the clock. 3 to 6 eggs daily provides a highly bioavailable complete amino acid source that supports recovery, muscle protein synthesis, and sustained energy output. Your body will put every single one to good work. Metabolically healthy individuals with clean blood work. If your inflammation markers are low and your lipid panel looks solid, 3 to 6 eggs per day actively supports body composition, stable energy, and powerful satiety. Eggs become a precision tool in a well-functioning metabolic system. Older adults concerned about muscle loss. Sarcopenia is one of the most underestimated threats to long-term independence and quality of life. Eggs offer the highest quality protein in the most digestible form available. 2 to 3 eggs daily is one of the simplest and most effective strategies for protecting muscle mass as you age. People managing type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance. Eggs contain virtually zero carbohydrates. They do not trigger an insulin spike. They do not raise blood sugar. They stabilize it. 2 eggs per day is a smart starting point. 3 is completely appropriate within a consistently low refined carbohydrate diet. They control hunger without the blood sugar roller coaster. People with elevated cholesterol. This is the most anxious group around eggs, and it deserves the clearest answer. For most people here, 1 to 2 eggs per day carries no meaningful increase in cardiovascular risk. But the intervention that truly matters is not reducing eggs. It is eliminating the sugar, refined carbs, and processed oils, causing the arterial inflammation that cholesterol is simply trying to repair. Stop blaming the repair crew. Fix the damage. Children and teenagers. Growing bodies have high demands for quality protein, healthy fats, and fat-soluble vitamins. 1 egg per day is a strong nutritional foundation. For active kids and teens with higher energy demands, 2 to 3 eggs is entirely appropriate and beneficial for healthy development. 6. Who genuinely needs to be careful? A confirmed egg allergy makes this conversation irrelevant for you. Familial hypercholesterolemia, a rare genetic disorder where cholesterol regulation is impaired, requires a personalized medical plan. People without a gallbladder or with fat digestion issues should start with 1 egg and increase very gradually. Those with histamine sensitivity should always eat eggs freshly cooked and never reheated. If any of these apply, work with your healthcare provider before exceeding 2 eggs per day. 7. Cooking method changes everything. Soft-boiled, hard-boiled, poached, over-easy, or gently scrambled on low heat in butter or olive oil. These are your best options. High heat, browned crispy edges, and cooking in vegetable or seed oils oxidize the fats and damage cholesterol in ways that reduce the egg's health value. Keep the yolk soft and golden. That is where the nutrition lives. 8. Your simple daily egg strategy by goal. For fat loss, 2 to 3 eggs with non-starchy vegetables stabilizes insulin and controls hunger for hours. For muscle growth, 3 to 5 eggs alongside quality carbohydrates delivers the complete amino acid profile your muscles need. For mental clarity and energy, 2 to 3 eggs with avocado maximizes choline and healthy fat intake. For older adults, 1 to 2 eggs with leafy greens protects muscle mass and brain health simultaneously. For busy mornings, 2 hard-boiled eggs with fruit gives you clean, stable fuel with almost zero preparation required. So there you have it. Eggs are not your enemy. They never were. Decades of flawed science and misleading headlines kept millions of people afraid of one of the most nutritious foods on the planet. The real threats to your heart are sugar, refined carbs, and processed oils, not eggs. For most healthy adults, 2 to 3 eggs daily is not just safe, it's optimal. Athletes and active individuals can confidently go higher. Choose pasture-raised organic, cook them gently, and keep that yolk golden. Stop fearing your breakfast. Start fueling your body with what it actually needs.